The following may contain strong opinionated views. The views and opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the views or the opinions of any social media or broadcast platform.
Hi, welcome to the Coffee Hour, a show that involves you in verbal interaction. Sports with Brian Camp. So settle in with coffee in hand and enjoy the Coffee Hour. Now here's your host, Frank Allan.
Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome aboard. Here we are, TGIF, and we thank God for that each week. We thank God for each day, as a matter of fact. But here it is, Friday, and we are all here together for another edition of Coffee Hour. My name is Frank Allan. We're aboard with you for this day, and we'll be here for a whole full hour. And just in case you're here for the very first time, we're going to explain to you how the show operates. But first of all, we want to tell you that in this show, we get a chance to rope everyone into the show. We get everybody involved in conversation, a little bit of donuts and coffee or whatever it is. And a lot of you may be at work right now. So if you are, you may be on that coffee break. And if you're on that coffee break, what we want you to do is take time and keep the coffee break at your desk. I know during the week you want to roam around and schmooze with your friends and your coworkers. That's okay too. But on Friday, we want you to get together and stay with us, stay at your computer. And then whenever that coffee break is over, what is it? 15, 20 minutes, something to that nature. Whenever that's over, no one has to tell you to get back because you'll be at your desk and all you have to do is go back to work and you can still watch the show and you could work at the same time, something that we call multitasking. So we thank you so much for being along. Now, for those of you who've been around with us for such a long time, we thank you so much. We couldn't thank you enough, and we keep thanking you every week as we talk about it. We thank you for being here because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Now, there may be some people who've been with us maybe for a couple of weeks. And then again, there may be people who are here for the very first time. So let me show you how the show operates out. As the host of the show, I get things started, get into the mode of preparing for what's going to happen for the show. And I'll throw out a conversation to get us started. That doesn't mean we have to linger on to that conversation. We could switch it up, and that would be up to you if you want to do that. And you could type in whatever you want to type in by using your keyboard on your computer, be it laptop or desktop, maybe your tablet or your telephone. Type in whatever you want to talk about, whatever the subject may be, and I will see you right there on the big screen, and I will entertain all of your thoughts and ideas. You know, that's what the show is all about. It's free exchange of ideas and of opinions. And each and every one of us have those, and we would like to know what yours is. So stick around with us for the whole full hour. And of course, we're here on two different platforms, I should say. We're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook. So whatever platform that you're watching us on, it's okay. Watch it and enjoy it. Okay. And make sure you tell your family and friends about this show. You can do that. And you can do that right now by what they call tagging. Now, that's the language that they use on Facebook. Facebook has always used that tagging, all right, which means that you could pass the show on to a friend. And you could do that by cutting and pasting the platform that you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't matter. Cut and paste that platform that you are and send it to other people, as many as you like. And if you can't send them to all of your friends, take a little time each week when you come in and develop some new friends and put them on, but get them hip to us and tell your family and friends about what's happening on the show. And we would love to have them aboard because if they like what they see, if they like what they hear, they'll come back again and again, just like you. So stay with us. And those of you who are watching us on YouTube, I want you to take the time right now to go onto the YouTube channel, and even you guys who are on Facebook, but don't do it now. Wait till the show is over. And after you get off of Facebook, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Now, when you get there, there'll be a little strip. I think it's either a little strip or a little button that says subscribe. It's in black border, white print, and all you have to do is click onto it. It doesn't cost you anything at all, not a dime, only a little bit of your time, which is no time at all. It's just going on, clicking. Now, the reason why we want you to do that, first and foremost, we want to make sure we keep up with everybody. We want to find out how many people are with us, how many people are actual active members of this show, and we just like to know that. The other reason is now that you have clicked on to it, and it's a benefit to you that you'll get to understand that every time we come on live and you happen to be out there and you forget about the show, you get an instant notification that will pop right up, and all you have to do is click onto that. And there it is. It's right there. So tell your family and friends, get aboard on that. Get everybody involved in it. Okay. And we'll see what's going on right throughout the course of the show. And, in conjunction with interacting with you, we also do our own little thing too to keep the show and the format of the show going. For instance, we have sports coming up this hour. The first half hour of this hour, which is minutes away, with Brian Camp. Brian Camp coming with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. He's going to inform you of that. And he's got it for you. If you have any questions that you want to ask Brian, anything about sports, feel free. Now, there's a lot of sports coming up. As you already know, next week, next Thursday, will be Christmas Day. And that will kick off that whole holiday up until the brand new year, which everyone is looking forward to. And of course, a lot of you probably have plans and things, but we can talk about that later if you wish. And again, if you want to talk about that, just type in and we'll see you right there. But we have all of those things coming up. And before the show is over, too, at the tail end of the show, I have those movies. Now, I always do this each week. I go into the Turner Classic Vault and check out what's happening this week and take my picks of the week for your weekend. Now, when the weekend comes along, you do various things, especially the next couple of weekends. You're going to be in holiday mode. And if one of the things that you may want to do is just relax for a minute or two and watch a couple of movies, of course, you have all of the streaming apps and you have that going for you, Netflix and Paramount and YouTube, all of those things you got going. But I want to throw my 2 cents in and bring you some of the movies that I pick out each week for Turner Classic Movies. And they're classics, some black and white, some color, but I'm going to bring those to you. So that's coming up later on in the program. So I hope you stick around for that. There's a lot of things to talk about. And then later on in the program, too, I am going to give you my information, how you can contact me at any time you like. And all of that is coming up. So there's so many things to talk about, so many things to do. And here we are. Again, we're in the middle of January. And want you to know, too, that this is going to be the last show until the new year, because we're taking off on the holidays, right? Now, of course, I said next weekend or next week, Thursday is Christmas, so we're going to be off Thursday. We usually do Talk Back Live on Thursday, but we're going to take off that, and then the day after, which is a coffee hour. So we got the Thursday and Friday off, and then the following week after that will be the same thing. We'll take off on Thursday, which will be New Year's Day, and then the day after that. And then when we come back, it'll be a brand new year. So when we come back 3 weeks from today, we'll be into a brand new year. And of course, everyone is looking forward to that. And that will be the 9th of January. So we look out, everybody. It's all coming. Ready or not, here it comes. So I just want to inform you of that. But when we're off, when we take the days off, we're going to post a couple of shows of Facebook. Well, we'll do it on Facebook and YouTube as well, but we're going to be posting a couple of shows, Talk Back Live and the Coffee Hour. We're going to be posting what they call flashbacks. So those were previous shows. So we're going to be posting a couple of those for your enjoyment. But that's the way it goes right now. We'll tell you more about that as we go along. So other than celebrating for the month of December, we want to draw your attention to a few things that you should know about that in this month of December, all month long. And we're celebrating, or not celebrating, but drawing your attention to Universal Human Rights Month. That's what's happening all month long. So keep that in mind. It's something that's due to you, your human rights, whatever it is, and it doesn't matter where you are. All around the world, everyone have human rights, and you should exercise those. So that's just something that we're bringing out to you. That's something that we're paying attention to you, and something that comes out every year around this time of the year, this time of the month. And so that's what we're doing too. We're also doing this because this is so apropos right now, what I'm about to say, that being that the holidays coming up, a lot of things are going to be happening. You're going to be out there on the town, maybe doing a little elbow bending or something. I don't know, whatever it is. That's not my business. What is my business is that if you get behind the wheel, that becomes our business because now we want to make sure that everyone that's on the road is safe. And I may be on the road next to you, and I want to make sure that you're okay. And if you have to do any drinking, do not do any driving. And if you're going out in town or doing anything like that, and you know you're going to indulge, take a designated driver with you, preferably someone who doesn't indulge at all. Okay? And if they do, then of course you find another designated driver. Okay, we want everybody safe, which is why we are paying attention to National Drunk and Drugged Driving Prevention Month. So that's appropriate to talk about during the holiday season. I couldn't think of a better time to do this than now. All right, it's the National Drunk and Drugged Driving Prevention Month. So pay attention to that. Tell your friend, pass it on to everyone that you know. Pass it on. Just keep passing it on. That's very important. So there you have it. Want to say hello and good morning to Warren Dantzler coming out of North Carolina. There he is out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And he is with us, watching us on Facebook today. And he says, one day closer to the end of the. I should have pre read that, but I get the idea. I got my fingers crossed. Whatever it is. Thank you, Warren. And by the way, Warren, wherever you are, give us your weather forecast. And I want to tell this to everyone too. If you're going to indulge in conversation with us, we really would appreciate that. Give us your weather forecast, okay? Because I like to compare notes. Now, I know Brian, when he was with us last night, he talked about a lot of rain coming in his area. And by golly, every time he mentions that, it somehow shifts up here. Do you realize I had to come here today on a rowboat? It was pouring. It's pouring. It's a soaker out there. But we got good news on the horizon with the weather. Warren's got 50 degrees right now, windy. It's 50 degrees presently. It's windy going up to 59 degrees out there in uh, North Carolina, in his part of North Carolina, which is Greensboro, North Carolina. So that sounds good. We're going to find out what Brian has when he comes in, and he'll tell us what's happening in Charlotte. But yeah, we had a lot of rain this morning, a lot of rain. I was going to go to the gym this morning, and when I woke up, I looked out the window and I said, "Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'll save that struggle to come here." And so I hooked up the rowboat and I just row my boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. But life is but a dream, right? But anyway, that's what I did. And we're here. We're here with you. And again, if you have aspirations of conversating with us, and we hope that you do, give us your weather forecast and let us know what it's like in your neck of the woods as far as your weather is concerned, because we have want to compare that. But if you're from New York, if you're in the vicinity of New York City, nearby, we don't have to worry about that. I'll take care of the local weather. And we got a lot to talk about. As I said, it's going to be off to a rocky start, but the good news, it gets better. We'll tell you more about that. And again, you guys living in New York, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of all of that for you. But for the rest of you around the world, across the nation, different parts of the world, overseas, wherever you're watching this, please give us your weather forecast. We really would be looking forward to that. Okay. And so that's what we got. We're so glad to have you aboard with us. Stick around. As I said, sports coming up with Brian Camp and all of these good things that are happening. And then maybe you want to chime in and in the conversation, you may want to tell us about what's going to be taking place for your holiday, which is coming up. We hope that it's a good one. A lot of people are going to be doing a lot of traveling. Uh, People who have traveled for Thanksgiving will possibly probably stay home because they've traveled, or maybe they want to be daring and do another one, which is okay. And if you have the means for that, that's good. I don't know if anyone did their Christmas shopping or not. If you have the means to do it, people want to stay in the spirit of giving, which is good, which is also good. But we realize that if you don't do your Christmas shopping this year, we understand that the prices the way they are today, people are canceling that because they just want to save for the things that are really necessary. You know, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay the mortgage and the bills and all of that. You have to pay all of that. And so we look forward to all of you who are going away, that you have a good trip, a safe trip. Now, a lot of the airlines are out there, and I'm pretty sure it's a little better than what it was before the government shutdown. Remember, we had that, I think it was about a month and a half, they were shut down, and finally they got back together. And by the time Thanksgiving came along, people were trying to contemplate whether or not they want to fly or not, because, you know, when the government shutdown was over, things didn't just kick in overnight. You know, it takes a little time before things actually kick into the fullest. But I believe at this time, I haven't heard any bad news about massive delays or anything like that, or cancellations. I haven't heard anything like that. But what you ought to do is check with your airline. Please check with your airline and make sure that they have your flight scheduled. They can tell you whether or not uh, that your schedule is on time, or maybe it's canceled or something like that. But then, you know, even if you call and even if you arrive, you won't know, because things change rapidly on airports. And those of you who fly know what I'm talking about. You know, it's rapid. It could go one day, you can get there and it's on time, and then 5 minutes later, there's a delay coming in, about 10 minutes delay or something like that, you know. But make sure, by all means, get to the airport on time, you know, yeah, especially this time of the year, because it's so crowded and people are doing the same thing. They're trying to get on board, get their flights, and you want to get there on time, because there's more than just jumping into the airport. You got to stay on those long lines as they swirl around the velvet ropes. And of course, you know, you have to wait in line for that to make sure that you get your flight. People are doing the same thing. Everybody has a same thing in mind. So make sure you do that. I want to say hello to all of you guys who are out there watching us today. I already said hello to Warren, and for those of you who pop in now, I want to let you guys know that you guys, I see you guys. There are more people out there that I see when they pop in, but I dare not say a word unless they say something first. And that's the beautiful thing about this. We don't have to put anybody in an embarrassing state. So just keep in mind that if you're watching the show, don't go away. Continue to watch the show. But uh, don't worry about me saying anything, because I don't want to rope you into anything that you're not feeling comfortable with. The only time I say anything to anyone, even though I see them out there, is when they say something first, and then we could talk. So, but keep in mind that if you're one of the people that just want to stay out of conversation or not deal with it just yet, and we hope that one day you will, don't worry about it. We're going to make sure that you're you're hidden. Nobody will know. No one will know. So stay with us. We got a lot of things to talk about. So remember that all the views and the opinions expressed on this show, the Coffee Hour, does not necessarily reflect the view or the opinion of the people of Facebook or YouTube or any other public, uh, uh, I don't know, any other social media outlet or broadcast facility. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, here we are. We're going to lift our cups, our glasses, our saucers, and, and raise them all together, because what would the coffee hour be without a little coffee? So, excuse me while I shoot up. Mm, that's good. The first jolt of the day, you know, that gets you going. That's the first jolt of the day that gets you going. And it doesn't have to be all coffee all the time. It could be anything. It could be orange juice. It could be milk. It could be cocoa, hot chocolate, Swiss Miss, the little marshmallows in it. Remember those when you were a kid? All of these years, and I still do it. Little marshmallows in the Swiss Miss. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this day. And keep in mind that if you want to, again, join in conversation, give us your weather forecast. And I'm going to give you mine right now because, as I said earlier, uh, the um, the weather is going to start off a little shady. It's a little shady, but it gets better as the weekend goes along. Right now, we've got 56 degrees. It's 56 degrees outside right now. And and if you're out there, make sure you take your umbrella, get on your rowboat or whatever you have to do to transport because the rain is heavy at this time. So this is what it is for right now. We have, well, it says light rain. It was early. I can't see out of a window right now. But anyway, light rain early, then remaining cloudy with showers and windy conditions developing for the afternoon. Thunder is possible. The morning high will be 57 degrees. We're just 1 degree away from that right now, with temperatures falling to the near 40s for tonight. And let's see. Oh, winds will be west southwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain is 90%. And for tonight, it'll be mostly clear. See, it gets better, mostly clear. Gusty winds, though, during the evening hours. We'll have a low 31. Winds will be west at 20 to 30 miles per hour. For Saturday, it's my favorite day of the week, of the weekend. It'll be partly cloudy skies in the morning. We'll give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. So it's not bad. And we'll have a high around 39 degrees. Winds will be west southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Saturday night is going to be partly cloudy. We'll have a low around 35. Winds will be southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for Sunday, as we wrap up our weekend, it's going to be cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy in the afternoon, high 46 degrees. Winds will be west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So repeating our current temperature, we have 56 degrees and the high for today, we're going to go up to 57 degrees. So we're 1 degree away from what we're supposed to be getting. Right now, we're going to go over to Charlotte, North Carolina, and find out what the weather is over there. Not only that, he's going to give us sports update. If you have any sports questions for Brian, he's able to give them to you. Brian, I don't know. I'm afraid to ask you. How did you sleep last night?
I didn't sleep at all. I didn't sleep at all. I'm still up. Once day broke, I was able to get my second win and just went outside, went to Starbucks and got a little not a coffee, but it's like a frappuccino without the coffee. I had to run an errand, a quick errand, but 9 o'clock I officially finished.
9 this morning?
9 this morning.
Oh.
So the event starts tonight at what time? 6:30, but I got to be there at 3 o'clock. So let me tell the audience what happened. I was on a 36-hour nonstop journey. I had to smoke some meat. I had to cook 8 chopped barbecue Boston butts and 3 briskets. So that was a task. Whenever you have to do something like that, that's an overnight thing. And if you know anything about that, that's something that you got to do. You got to stay up all overnight. I was able to watch some games, some Netflix and so on. Dozed off here and there and everything, but I had to stay awake because, you got to keep that Inner gadget with you at all times to make sure it doesn't over exceed where you're going to make your meat tough and dry it out. So worked out great. So
wow.
Yeah.
Are you going to get any rest when you finish up sports here?
Tonight, I told them, I'm not staying for the whole thing because I got to watch college football. Got to watch college football.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know how you do it, you know.
it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. So, the church really understands and they work well with me. I did them a favor. Now they got to let me get released at a certain time and everything. So, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe if you have a couple of well, and these are not my words; these are Warren's words. Bloody Mary. I guess
Yeah,
maybe that's
yeah,
what he's.
yeah. Warren would say something like that. Yeah, but mission accomplished, So
Good.
right now, all the meat is in a cooler right now, in a big
Hmm.
cooler. Just as we call it, resting. The meat is resting, and ready to start waiting for my granddaughter to come home from school today, and then she's going to be helping me shred the chopped barbecue and
Hmm.
slice the brisket.
Mm.
So something I love to
Well,
do.
well, save some of your energy for Christmas. Did you do any Christmas shopping this year?
Bah, humbug. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Do no Christmas. My Christmas was Thanksgiving. That's my Christmas. Okay. That's my holiday. Sorry about that, everybody, but I'm not a Christmas person, so
Okay.
just
Yeah,
not
that's
me.
okay. That's okay.
So, but
That's okay.
yeah.
Oh boy.
But good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all out there who's at wherever you are around the globe. It is presently 52 degrees. No rain. It rained all day last night and yesterday, but when it seemed like when day broke, and that's when it cleared up. So we're gonna have a high of 62 with sunny skies, but right now I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. I don't think about sleep. I might take a little snooze before I head out to the big event that I'm going to. But let me get to some sports in the NBA basketball. The NBA commissioner Adam Silver laid out a defiant timeline for domestic expansion teams, saying a decision would be made on whether to proceed sometime now or in 2026. Probably going to be in 2026 because right now we're here at the end of the year. So Las Vegas and Seattle are the destination cities that we'll be looking at for expansion. The topic expansion has been lingering for more than 5 years since Adam Silver first acknowledged it in 2021. Now, Vegas is a hot commodity. The Raiders moved from Oakland to Las Vegas. Sorry about that. Then a hockey team is out there in Vegas. The Oakland A's, who used to play in Major League Baseball, is now out in Vegas. So now they're gonna probably try to get a basketball team. That's where the money is at. It makes sense. Um, Personally, I don't like the Oakland Raiders and the Oakland A's leaving Oakland because these are two historical franchises in sports. But as you know, business is business, and when money talks, everybody listens. Congratulations to the New York Knicks for winning the play-in tournament a couple of nights ago. They did not raise the banner. That was the big talk around New York City about them raising the banner. No, you should not raise a play-in tournament. It doesn't count towards an NBA championship. It's just a tournament. You get extra money for the players, and that's basically what it is. Players love it because they get extra money, but the statistics will only count as regular season statistics. It doesn't count as playoff statistics. So um, if they want to celebrate, they celebrate. Spike Lee was on TV celebrating. The fact remains that New York Knicks haven't won a championship since 1973. But you can have your play-in tournament. You're not going to have a parade. It doesn't make sense. Those stats don't count. So congratulations. As you know, as I just said a little while ago, college football got four great games coming up. to get the Miami Hurricanes ranked number 10 versus the seventh ranked Texas A&M AM game. That's 12 noon on ABC ESPN. That's going to be on the 20th. Tulane, ranked number 11th, will go against sixth ranked Old Mississippi. That game would be on TNT at 3:30. Um, James Madison, who's ranked number 12, would go against the Oregon Ducks at 7:30 on TNT HBO Max. But the big one, the main event, is Alabama versus Oklahoma. And so tune in to those games or check your local listings that where you may be, where you can find these games. But college football, this is great. This is the time of the year where we watch the national championship get crowned, and we still got the NFL. I know that we was joking about last week about my Dallas Cowboys, your Vikings, and Warren's pathetic New York Giants, and Damon's pathetic New York Jets. I mean, they haven't won since 1969, so it was only fitting that the Cowboys and the Vikings take center stage and everything. Sorry about that, guys, but the Jets and the Giants they're awful. They're awful. I could put a team together and compete against them because those two organizations are really, really for the dumps. Sorry, but that's the way I feel. So it is what it is. But this day in sports, on December 19th, 1913, Jack and Jim Johnson, no relations at all, fought to a 10-round draw. They were the first African Americans to fight each other in a heavyweight bout. That was back in 1913. 1980, Raging Bull is released by Martin Scorsese, which starred Robert De Niro, who played Jack LaMotta. 1986, Jack Morrison agrees and wins arbitration and accuses owners collusions against free agency. They forget that Kurt Flood was the one that sacrificed his baseball career for free agency. Kurt Flood was the one back, I believe, in 1968, 69, or maybe 70. Between those 3 years was the one that sacrificed himself so players could not only stay with the team for the rest of their careers, but where they could just go wherever they want. Kurt Flood sacrificed that, and congratulations to the late Kurt Flood. But Jack Morrison won this in arbitration. 1986, Michael Sergio parachuted on Shea Stadium Game 6 of the World Series, where was sentenced to 100 hours community work. More time than that. A parachute over a stadium. 1934, Al Kaline, Major League Baseball outfielder, Hall of Famer, 18 All-Star and 10 Gold Glove winner for the Detroit Tigers. His birthday today. He was born in Baltimore, Maryland. 1957, Kevin McHale, NBA power forward coach, Hall of Famer, three-time NBA champion for the Boston Celtics, was born in Hibbing, Minnesota. 1961, happy birthday to the late Reggie White, known as the Minister of Defense, NFL defensive end, Hall of Famer, 13-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champ, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 1972, Warren Sapp, NFL defensive tackle, Hall of Fame, defensive tackle, Super Bowl champ, and Defensive Player of the Year, was born in Orlando, Florida, where Mickey Mouse resides. And in 1974, Jack Plummer, NFL quarterback for the Cardinals, was born in Boise, Idaho. And ladies and gentlemen, that is sports on a very strange last 36 hours of my life.
Listen, those pathetic New York Giants that you were talking about, number one in draft pick.
Yeah,
Well,
Warren. Warren's team is going to get the number one draft pick. But you know what? How How low is that? I mean,
Well,
really?
they're playing us. They're playing the Vikings Sunday.
But they're gonna throw the game so they could get a number one draft pick. Are you serious? Oh no. Oh no.
I'm
How
pretty sure.
low, how low class is that? Really, if the Giants do that, I would lose all respect for them. I would lose all respect. I hope that they don't get the number one draft pick. In fact, I'll be rooting for them to win.
Well,
I'm just
anyway,
I'm just in a feisty mood because I didn't get any sleep. So
anyway, anyway, they're gonna play the pathetic Viking. If it makes you feel any better, Brian, they're gonna play the pathetic uh, Minnesota Vikings, and it's gonna be at 1:05 p.m. I believe it's on Fox. I believe it's on Fox.
I will have zero interest in both of those teams. Zero interest.
Well, you're just pissed off because the Vikings beat you last
That's
week. Now
right.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but you made me go there.
Yeah, well, that's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
But
Congratulations to your team.
But if it makes you feel any better, and you too, Warren, whether the Vikings win or lose, or whether the Giants win or lose, if it makes you guys feel any better, at this particular point, all of us are just playing for the pride and not the big game. They're not playing for the big game. It's totally out. They're not playing for the playoffs. They're playing for pride. If it makes you feel any better, all right, we're all out of it. And Jets, well, that's another story. We got to work on those guys. What year was that? The last time they played in a Super Bowl?
1969. That's the
Oh
year
God,
when the last time that they won. That was the year that the New York Mets won. That was the year that the New York Knicks won a couple months later. That was a very big year in 1969, 1970. But yeah, 1969 was the last time the Jets won. Joe Namath was the quarterback. Last time.
1969. That's when I graduated high school.
Yeah,
God, that was a long time ago.
I was 7 years old, but I remember
Oh
that. Yeah.
God, that was. Oh man.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. We got to work on those guys. Got to work on those guys for some reason. Got to get even though I'm not a Jets guy, I'm not a Giants guy, but they're still local boys, and we want to support our local boys. All right. I mean, no matter where you roam, you got to come back home every now and then. You know.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know. So, listen, the reason why you have those dark glasses on is because you're tired. We're gonna let you go though.
No, you see, I had my coat on. I just came home. I had to run an errand right quick.
Uh-huh.
So make sure I get back in time. Everything is
Yeah,
time management. Oh,
yeah. All right, listen, get a little rest before you go out there. And I mean, since it's all over now, get a little rest as much as you can. And keep in mind,
yes.
and we'll see you back here in 3 weeks because we're taking the holiday off. We got
Yeah.
New Year's, Christmas Day, and the day after, and then New Year's Day, and then the day after. So we'll be back here in 3 weeks.
I'll be seeing you all next year.
Next year, we'll get back here a whole brand new year. We'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Until then, have yourself a merry. Well, I don't know you. Well, you're not into it, but
Bah, humbug.
have a good humbug. How about that?
But seriously, happy Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, and
Right,
happy
Hanukkah. Happy
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and
Yeah,
Christmas.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, we'll see you then. Have a good one. Enjoy.
Okay.
Okay, that's Brian Camp, ladies and gentlemen, with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. And I'm glad he was able to make it for this last show of this year, 2025, where we could all say, "Hey, we did the last show of 2025," and when we come back, it'll be a brand new year, and we look forward to that brand new year. We're looking forward to seeing things on a better light, and we hope that this brand new year brings us uh, nothing but good because we deserve it. What we're going through right now, we deserve a break. And maybe this year that break will come in. All right. And who knows? Maybe that break will be everybody, all the football teams will be going home and maybe they're just gearing up. Maybe the Giants become a better team next year. Maybe the Vikings have become a better team next year or the Dallas Cowboys. and God help the Jets. We'll see about that. Anyway, thank you so much for being along with us. The name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. And we're with you. I'm so glad that you're able to spend this time with us to enjoy for the last show of the year. If you didn't get a chance to see us live in real time, of course, you could always catch up with the playback. Always go on Facebook and YouTube and watch the playback for the people who don't miss it. A lot of people don't realize it because we come on live and you miss it. You could always go on Facebook and YouTube for the playback show, and you can see exactly what we were doing. All right. We would love for you to be here live so we can talk to you. But if that's the case, what the heck? All right. Bloody Mary is the one I love. Bloody Mary is the one I love. Bloody Mary is the one I love. Now, ain't that too damn bad? There's going to be a lot of that this year, I guess, right? For the holiday, Warren, a little Bloody Mary, Tom Collins. All right. But when you do that, stay home. Stay home. Don't drive. Stay home and do, you know, people they want to do martinis, they want to do drink beer, you can do anything you want to do, but stay off the car, stay off the wheel, let someone else do the driving. We always do that because, as we already told you earlier, we're acknowledging the drug prevention. All right, we want to prevent drivers to go out drinking and then going behind the wheel drunk. You don't want that. You want everything to be copacetic and everything looking good. So we thank you so much for being along with us. And again, if you want to indulge in conversation, we really would like for you to do that because we like interacting with you. But if you feel free, if you don't want to do it, that's okay. It's okay. But just as long as you're out there, that's the most important thing. Just as long as you're out there. Longtime Hollywood actor and director Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, they were found dead in their Los Angeles home on Sunday afternoon, and their 32-year-old son was taken into custody and booked on murder charges. Paramedics responded to the call for medical aid at the residence in the Brentwood neighborhood at about 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And inside, they found Reiner, 78, and his wife, Michelle, 70, dead. And according to multiple reports, they had suffered stab wounds. And the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department announced on Monday after Nick Reiner was booked for murder and is being held without bail. Tributes are pouring in for General Hospital actor Anthony Geary, following a report about his death. And the actor was best known for playing Luke Spencer on the soap from 1978 to 2015, died last Sunday, after complications from surgery. Gary was 78 years old. NCIS Los Angeles actress Rachel Carpani dies unexpectedly on Monday, and her sister Georgia shared a statement from their parents on Instagram announcing that she had passed away following a chronic illness. And the post added that the funeral will be a private event to be held on Friday, which is today, with close family and friends. Kapani was 45 years old. Mariah Carey is going to add some American pop star pedigree to the opening ceremonies for the upcoming Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. The local organization or organizer committee announced on Monday that Carey is the first international star named to perform in the February 6th ceremony at Milan San Siro soccer stadium. The games will be spread over northern Italy and simultaneously put a smaller opening on the ceremonies are to be held in 3 mountain clusters as well. JoJo Siwa fans are going to get the chance to dance, sing, and sail with the performer next summer as she takes her Infinity Heart tour to sea. Now, the personality, the reality personality and performer is partnering with Royal Caribbean to launch the JoJo Siwa cruise as a 3 night fan sailing aboard the Utopia to sail and to the seas from June 12th to the 15th in 2026. And finally, British pop singer Cliff Richard said Monday he was given the okay and the green light after treatment of prostate cancer. So he's doing well so far. The 85-year-old singer joined fans on Britain to introduce the national screening program for the disease. Richard told Good Morning Britain that he was diagnosed a year ago after a health check for his insurance before a tour to Australia and New Zealand. And he said the good fortune that it is very old. And the other thing is that it has been okay, it has put the rest, and right now he can enjoy himself. And Richard said that the treatment was a success, but he doesn't know whether it will come back or not. So let's not think negatively, Richard. Let's think positively. All right. And as a survivor of breast cancer, I can tell you, as long as you think positive, you can get through it without a problem. And knock wood, I am a survivor and haven't had a problem since. And each time I go back for a reading in my blood, my PSA test things, I'm still down to zero as far as the measurements go, and which is that's where you should be. You know, if it's higher, if it elevates, you want to keep checking it out. But those of you who are suffering with prostate cancer, there is hope. It's better now. The procedures are better now than they were when I was diagnosed. So things get better and better. And if you notice that no matter what cancer that you indulge in or what cancer that you have to put up with, there's always hope. You know, as long as you catch it in the very first stages, there's a lot of hope. And even if you catch it in a higher stage, there's always hope. You have to be proactive and, change your diet. You can still do the same things that you could do. Only thing that you want to do it now in moderation. A lot of people eat certain things and they enjoy certain things, and you don't enjoy it as much as you did as you were a kid. So there you go. All right. Birthdays today. Actress Alyssa Milano is 53 years old today. TV news anchor Liz Cho is 55. Actress Chrissy Swanson is 56. Actress Jennifer Beals is 62. Jazz drummer Lenny White is 76. The late actor Robert Urich would have been 79. Actor Tim Reed would have been, or he is 81 today. Maurice White, the late Maurice White of Earth, Wind, and Fire would have been 84. The late jazz pianist Bobby Timmons would have been 90. Actress Cicely Tyson would have been 101. TV host David Susskind would have been 105. Country singer Little Jimmy Dickens would have been 105. And French singer Edith Piaf would have been 110 years old. So happy birthday to all who are living, who are there with us and still enjoying. We wish you many, many more. And for the people who are no longer with us, we still acknowledge you because you left us with such a great legacy, and we will continue to acknowledge you each year your birthday come around. So happy, happy birthday. And if you are getting ready to celebrating a birthday, you have one coming up anytime soon, please let us know, because we would like to put it out there. We would like to wish you a happy birthday. If you don't want to come out and do it yourself, we would like to wish you a happy birthday. A lot of birthdays happen in December. Maybe yours is coming up for the new year, but we would like to know about it. And we want you to get in touch with us and let us know. So you can do that by emailing us or calling us. So I'll give you the email address first. The email address is frankallenprod@aol.com. That's frankallenprod@aol.com. Telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467-134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467134. Remember, you could use all of the information I just gave you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you decide to call us, you can leave a message. And being that you took the time out to correspond with us, we want to take the good time to give you the love back. So feel free to contact us anytime at all. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a birthday. You can call us just because. You can email us just because. If you have some kind of community event in your neighborhood, anything that you would like us to push for you, maybe you are celebrating a wedding coming up. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're celebrating a divorce or you're about to get the divorce, anything like that. We don't wish that on you, but anything at all, contact us and let us know. And we will certainly put it out there for you if you would like. And all you have to do is just be proactive. Now, all of that information I just gave you, make sure that you put it in your electronic devices. Okay. The reason why we want you to do that is because you can pick it up anytime you want. Now, you may have all three of these devices, whether it's your laptop or your desktop on your computer, or maybe it's your telephone, or maybe even a tablet. Put the information on all three of those devices if you have them all. This way, if one is not available, there's always something else to fall back on, right? So do that right away. I'll give you the email address once again. The email address is Frank Allan Prod. Allan is spelled A-L-L-A-N. That's an important detail because you want to spell it right. One loss of a character will just screw up the whole thing. All right, so you want to spell every character correctly. It's Frank Allan Prod. Prod is P-R-O-D. That's short for productions. It's Frank Allan Prod at AOL.com. That's Frank Allan Prod at AOL.com. Telephone number, once again, is 641-715-3900, extension 467134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467-134. American R&B singer and funk singer and songwriter Carl Carlton has died, and he was best known for that big hit that he had, was called "She's a Bad Mama Jamma," which was released back in 1981. The song was nominated for a Grammy and has more than 100 million streams on Spotify. And Carlton reportedly had a stroke 6 years ago, but the cause of his death was not released. He was 72 years old. So to all of his family and friends, we don't like reporting grim news, but this is important because he was a very important man, high-profile man, just as we talked about Carl Reiner and the other people who are no longer with us. We hate to report those things, but we give them their due. So if you're just joining us, the name of the show is called The Coffee Hour. And we're sipping coffee, drinking tea, orange juice, and other beverages, other assorted beverages that you may like. Just enjoy it with us. Okay? Yes, Christmas time is coming around, and everyone is looking forward to it. The holidays are special to some people, maybe not for Brian, but there are people out there who enjoy the holiday for whatever reason they want to enjoy this holiday for. And as long as you get the idea that there's more to Christmas than just dinners and drinking and all of that, there's more to Christmas than that, then you ought to know that. And that's something that you ought to research. Allegedly, that was the birth of Christ, allegedly. And people even question that, but however you believe, that's your belief. And but I have fond memories of Christmas since I was a little boy. I'm pretty sure you guys have too. In case maybe some of you guys want to share those thoughts, you can do that, and I'll read them off right here. Whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't matter. I'll read them right off because I can see you when you come in. And again, since I see you, I won't acknowledge you unless, of course, you say something first, and then we can talk about that. But being the holidays coming up. Now, I live in New York, and not that I'm bragging about it or anything like that, but I can't think of another place in the world, in any city, to spend Christmas than to spend it in New York. I can't think of another place. I'm not bragging about it, but it's just fact because people all over the world like to come here to New York and spend their holidays here because there's so many things to do. Now, if a tourist comes to New York and they visit Times Square, which is a tourist, mostly it's tourists. Very rarely do local people go in that area unless they're going to the theater or something like that, but they're not there to hang out or anything. But the tourists, they enjoy it because they have those bright lights all over the place. That's the only part of New York City that reminds me of Las Vegas, those lights. It looks like daytime, those bright lights. It's always been that way. But people come here because of the attraction. And coming New Year's Eve, people are going to want to be here. They're going to want to be here because the big attraction is when the ball drops for New Year's Eve. A lot of people are going to be here for that. And I can tell you, I can't tell you an experience because, quite frankly, I've never visited Times Square when the ball dropped. Maybe it's because I'm a local person, or maybe because I don't like to be caught in a crowd like that, or wait around to get home to ride the subway home because you can't drive there. There's no way on God's green earth can you drive to Times Square or anywhere in that area on New Year's Eve. Can't do it. But the attraction is there. People come all from all over to enjoy that. And also around Christmas time, when the lights are bright, you go over to Herald Square, where Macy's is. People like to go there and enjoy. One of the things they used to do in New York, where they don't do anymore, which I look forward to every year, but I don't see it any one day, on 42nd Street, they break out the vintage buses and people get a chance to ride on, and they have the actual postings, the signs, the commercial postings still there. And you get to ride on that, and it's a great experience. I don't do it because they don't do it anymore, but I used to love to do it. But then again, when I was growing up as a kid, there was always the buses there. I rode all of those buses, but since they don't have the buses, but I can tell you, you can ride a subway vintage car. I don't know exactly where to get on or off on that. You're going to have to Google that to find out where that is. But they have the vintage trains right throughout the whole holiday season, and you can ride there and enjoy that. So take a good subway car. So that's one of the things you can do when it comes to New York. And great memories of New York, they're right there. The great memories of Christmas in New York. Yeah, right there. Always will be. I have the movies that I'm going to give to you. I only have two this week. They're classic movies. I take them from Turner Classic Movies because I'm pretty sure you're going to want to add to your bucket list of what to watch this weekend uh, during the holiday, even. And so I'm going to get to it right now. We're going to go back to 1960 with a movie called The Apartment, starring Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred MacMurray. This is a black and white movie, but it's a classic from 1960, and you can see it on Turner Classic Movies, and you can see that on Saturday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern. And also, you have a Christmas kind of a movie that enhanced the holiday from 1946 called The Bells of St. Mary, starring Bing Crosby, Ingrid Bergman, and William Gauguin. And that's on Turner Classic Movies at Sunday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern as well. So you have one for Saturday and you have one for Sunday. Check them out. And while you're there on Turner Classic Movies, go there and go scroll down to the program guide because there may be other movies that you may enjoy. And while you're there, you can go and visit all of the movies on demand. They're free movies, and you have pay-per-view movies, and you have movies for children. You have a lot of comedy stuff, soap operas, sporting events. All of that is right there. So you want to make sure that you want to do that, right? Okay. So let me give you these movies once again. They're great movies. I hope you enjoy it. The Apartment with Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred MacMurray, right there on Turner Classic Movies. And that's Saturday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern. And then the following day, you could watch The Bells of St. Mary, starring Bing Crosby, Ingrid Bergman, and William Gauguin. That's Turner Classic Movies. And you can see that that's Sunday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern. I want to take the time to thank all of you guys for being with us on the show today. I had a good time. We are taking the next couple of weeks off. So we'll be back here in 3 weeks' time because we're taking Sunday off. I'm sorry, we're taking Christmas Day off and the day after that, and then New Year's Day off and the day after that. And then we come back the following week. But we want you to have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, season's greetings, and all of that stuff that goes along with it. We thank you for being with us. And when we come back, it'll be a brand new year, and we can talk about what we're going to do for the brand new year. Okay. We look forward to seeing you back then. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, have great trips. Have a great day and a great weekend. Have great trips if you're traveling. Have a great trip and be safe. Okay. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great day, great weekend. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks. Brian Camp and I, the latest developments in the world of sports on Sports Update. We'll see you back here soon. You take care of yourself.
You've been watching The Coffee Hour with your host Frank Allan. The producer has been Al Dale. Technical assistant Dave Taylor. Research by Sandy Pierce. And I'm your announcer Donna Stenke. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on The Coffee Hour.